What's going on, you guys? And welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be doing an MMA YouTubers tier list. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but before I get into the video, I'm not gonna be doing former UFC fighters and current UFC and MMA fighters. Okay, this is only gonna be people who are regular human beings that, pretty much for the most part, this is like their job. They do, talk about MMA and stuff like that on YouTube. So I'm not gonna be doing Chael Sonnen. I'm not gonna be doing, ranking Israel Adesanya or Alexander Volkanovski or anybody like that. It's only going to be guys who do this for a living, to be honest. I mean, for the most part. So let's go ahead and get right into it with the first name, MMA Guru. Probably right now the most popping MMA YouTube channel currently. He's fantastic. I just got to say this. His live streams are great. I mean, he pulls fucking viewers out the ass on his fucking live streams. It could be a random fucking fight night where the main event is absolute dog shit, and he will have like 5,000 people watching him. I mean, he is killing it. Shout out to him. He just hit 100,000 subscribers. Shout out to him. Congrats. But I think he's very knowledgeable of the game. I think he's great at what he does. I think he's probably one of the most entertaining guys out there currently. And he does full in-depth breakdowns of literally the whole fucking card. Like I said, he will do a full fight card breakdown for a fight night of people that we don't even fucking know, and he will give you full in-depth, just background about all these fighters. I mean, he's very knowledgeable. He will watch the first fight to the main events. So I have to salute him on that, because I wouldn't do that shit. I ain't doing that fucking bullshit. But he will do that, and he will literally make a video about just everybody and go in depth about every fight for the most part. So shout out to him. He's super, just into his craft. You can tell that he's very dedicated. And, I mean, he's been consistent for, years now. I mean, there's been old clips of him doing reactions to, back in the 2020s. So he's been literally going insane for the past, 3-4 years on YouTube. I think it's been about 3 to 4 years. It could be longer. I don't know. But he is very knowledgeable of the game. And he's very good. I think he's very entertaining as well. So I'm going to have to put him in the S tier. He's a top tier creator. I definitely watch him a good amount. Definitely more than others on this list, but we'll get into that in a second. But I think he's very knowledgeable, so I got to put MMA Guru in the S tier. LucasTracy. LucasTracy is my favorite MMA YouTuber. Hear me out on this, right? I know a lot of people do not like LucasTracy. I think at first I was like, well, dude, this guy's a fucking hater, right? I remember the first video I watched from LucasTracy, I think he talked about Anthony Smith. But then after that, I saw his video on Alex Pereira, where he is the true hero in Israel Adesanya's story or whatever the fuck. And I was like, what? Listening to this video, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This guy obviously has an agenda against Israel Adesanya. But then I started to continue to watch his videos He's super knowledgeable. I think he's entertaining. I think he's great. Okay? And also, I want to go back to MMA Guru. Another plus for him is that he's super, he talks to his fans a lot. Obviously, he doesn't talk to, everybody now, because since you got, 5,000 to 10,000 people in your live stream, it's hard to get to every single comment and try to answer everybody's question. But I know way back in the day, he was more, obviously, talking to everybody in the community, talking to his fans or, his supporters and stuff like that. That's also a plus, and that's the same thing with LucasTracy. I think, his random-ass live streams that he does, to me, those are the most entertaining stuff that Lucas does. I think he's super, one thing about him, he's super interactive. He's interactive with his audience, and that's a big plus. He will try and answer everybody's question. He'll try to give you a take, and he gives some fucking hot takes, I'll tell you that. And I don't agree with I disagree with a lot of stuff that LucasTracy says. I would say that I think I disagree with just about 40% of his takes, and the other 60% I do agree with. I think that he's very knowledgeable. Don't get me wrong. I think LucasTracy, even though he does get a lot of fucking predictions wrong, he does. I think he's knowledgeable for the most part. He knows what he's talking about. There's a reason why people watch his content. Okay, he's knowledgeable and he's very entertaining. So, in my opinion, I think he's fantastic. He is an S-tier content creator. And also, his documentary type videos are great as well. Obviously, the one that he made about Darren Till is very entertaining, very great, very good video. And those videos get really good views for him. So he should continue to do that if he wants to keep growing his channel. Because he's not even really like the biggest content creator on this list. I think he has like maybe 40,000 subs or close to 40,000. Maybe he's surpassing by now. But he is very knowledgeable and he's very entertaining. He's very good at what he does. So I have to put him in the S tier. I know that might be shocking to a lot of people, and people might think that's a bad take, but he's very knowledgeable, and I gotta put him in the S tier. Next person I'm gonna be talking about is Jesse on Fire. He was the first MMA YouTuber that I found, pretty much. Like, he was literally the first person that I found like that did MMA type content. I found him like, I think a year ago, maybe even longer than that, and ever since then I've been hooked. He definitely does a lot different content than the other two, where they do kind of like fight breakdowns and stuff like that. You know, Jesse on Fire talks about like the drama that goes on in the UFC, MMA type of, you know, department, you know what I mean? He doesn't really do in-depth breakdowns as much compared to, you know, obviously a Lucas Tracy or MMA Guru. He kind of talks about like breaking news. Michael Chandler called Conor McGregor a fat slob. That's the type of videos that he does. He like breaking news, Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal, the beef is fake. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that he does, but it's fucking entertaining. I really do like Jesse on Fire. He seems like a really cool guy too. By the way, all these people I feel like you can all hang out with, obviously, you know, because we all have something in common. We love MMA, we love UFC, we love that type of shit, you know what I mean? But Jesse on Fire is like, he probably, you know, you can go out and get a beer with him or something like that, get a few drinks and just hang out and talk and chill like that. You know, he's been watching this shit for fucking forever. He'd probably tell you he has many stories about all the fucking UFC fights that he's been to, because he's probably been to like 200 of them at this point, right? I don't know what the fuck he does for a living, but man, I mean, I know he does this for a living, but he probably does some shit on the side. I mean, what the fuck do you do, Jesse? I don't know what the fuck you do. Anyway, he's very entertaining, very knowledgeable. I don't watch him as much as I used to, but I still watch him from time to time, so I gotta have to put him in the A tier. I still think that he is very good at what he does, and he's very entertaining, but I'm gonna put Jesse on Fire in the A tier category. The next person I'm gonna be talking about, let me get the list real quick. MMA Joey. Now, MMA Joey, let me just say this. If you're on this list, I'm not saying that you're a bad content creator. I just have to compare you to all the other people that are on this list. MMA Joey is a lot lower on this list compared to the other people, but that's not no knock to him. I still think that he is very good at what he does, and like I said, very knowledgeable in MMA. He's very good at what he does. I mean, that's why he has a following. That's why people are subscribed to him, right? But I've seen his reactions to fights, and I'm probably gonna play a clip of one of like his reaction, and dude, it looks so fucking forced. It is unreal. It was funny, but it's just, bro, you can kind of tell when you watch an MMA Guru or you watch Lucas Tracy, that their reactions come from the heart. That they, like, when Lucas Tracy saw Robert Whittaker lose to Driscus.
Whoa! No! No! He dropped Robert Whittaker! Holy shit! He dropped him with a jab! Holy fuck! Oh my god, he's hurt Robert! He's hurt Robert! Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! No! No way! Oh my god! Oh! God damn! Holy shit! No fucking way! Oh my god! How the hell does that happen? No way!
Dude, you could tell that that was a real fucking reaction. That was one of the most funniest reactions I think I've ever seen ever on YouTube. It's hilarious. I'm gonna play a quick MMA Joey clip and tell me, you guys, what the fuck is this, okay?
Got his hands low. Whittaker gets dropped. He got stunned badly. Good low kick by Dricus. Dricus is gonna finish him! No way! Whittaker's gonna get finished! Dude, Whittaker's done for. He melts him, it's over! Dricus gets...
So yeah, that was the clip. But okay, let me just go to this next point. He is very knowledgeable in talking about MMA. His content, I don't watch his content, obviously. I think I watch his content a lot less than guys like Jesse on Fire and the other guys that I just talked about. But he's very good at what he does, okay? There's a reason why people watch him. But that being said, I'm going to put him in the C tier. I think that there's some things that he can improve on. And listen, coming from me, it's not a whole lot. Listen, you're doing better than me, MMA Joey. If you ever watch this, you're doing a lot better than me. You're a better content creator than me. Everybody on this list is a better content creator than me. I'm just giving out my honest opinion as somebody who is a viewer, a watcher of these guys. I don't think he's as entertaining. I think that's why I like these guys more. I think they have an entertainment value to them. Versus MMA Joey, he is entertaining for the most part, but I don't think he's as entertaining as the other people. That's why he's a lot lower. And his reaction to these fights, man, they're... I don't even know what to fucking say. They're... they're very fucking weird, I tell you that. But anyway, that's besides the point. He's going to go in the C tier. Now, Bedtime MMA. Some of you probably don't know who the fuck this is. He is the most underrated YouTuber on this list. I think he's one of the most entertaining guys out of everybody that is on this list. He's one of the most. I'm not even trolling. He has like 8,000 subscribers. Not too many people know about him. You know what I mean? He's very underrated. If you guys don't know who he is, if you watch one of his videos, he literally has a fucking picture of Bilal Muhammad. And I'm like, dude, and I watched this video, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? But then I watched his content. He has very creative ass fucking content. Everybody does on this list, but his content is super fucking creative, and he is pumping out content up the ass right now. So shout out to him. He is fucking grinding. He, to me, is the most underrated guy on this list. I think, to me, he is going to be in that stratosphere of an MMA guru in the near future. He's going to continue to build a name. It's a lot different because he doesn't show his face. Like, all these guys that I'm talking about, they show their face, obviously. Him, I don't think, for what I've known, because I've only been subscribed to him now for, like, I think probably less than a month. It's been like 3 weeks since I've been subscribed to him. He is super entertaining. I'm going to put him in the A tier because I feel like he can even get better than what he is right now. I think that Bedtime MMA is the most underrated MMA YouTuber right now currently. Just because he has less than 10,000 subs. Think about it. He has less than 10,000 fucking subs. And I feel like he's going to blow up at some point. If he stays consistent and he continues to get content out, I think Bedtime MMA is going to be one of the bigger YouTubers on this list. I'm not even trolling about that. I think this is more me putting you guys onto Bedtime MMA. Please watch him. I understand. Listen, this is a guy coming from 30 subs, and you're gonna be like, oh, who gives a fuck what this guy thinks? I'm telling you right now, Bedtime MMA. Watch his video. Subscribe to his channel, please. He's super knowledgeable. He has very creative ideas for videos and stuff like that. And I think he's very entertaining. And his fucking impressions of shit are very funny too. And yeah, he's fantastic. He's very good at what he does. So I'm going to put him in the A tier. So yeah. The next guy that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Keon Kimura. Now, I don't really watch this guy all that much either. Keon Kimura, obviously, he's one of the, I guess, more OG guys. Because he's been doing like... if you guys don't know what type of content he does, he's like, how good was GSP actually? That's like I think his biggest YouTube video. He does that type of content. He obviously talks about like other stuff like that. He recently talked about like how The Ultimate Fighter fell off, which I 100% agree with. But I don't find him, it's the same thing with MMA Joey, where I don't find him as entertaining as MMA Guru and LucasTracy and all these other guys. I still think that he's very knowledgeable of the sport, obviously. He's very knowledgeable and he knows what he's talking about. And I think he has over 100,000 subs, so obviously he has like his fan base and his following. I just don't find him as entertaining as the other guys, okay? So listen, this is just an opinion, okay? Who gives a fuck of what I think, right? I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, dude, you fucking idiot. Oh, Keon Kimura is so fucking great. It's just an opinion. But that being said, I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I still think he's very good at what he does, and his content is very good, and he's definitely one of the OGs. So shout out to him. I'm gonna put him in the B tier category. Okay. Next guy on this list, and the final guy, is Mexican martial arts, aka the Grandmaster. One of probably the true OG, the godfather of MMA content, in my honest opinion. He's been doing content for God knows how long. I don't even know how long, but he is obviously fucking great. Dude, Mexican martial art, the Grandmaster himself is great at what he does. He is super entertaining. That is one thing about him as well. I mean, all these guys are entertaining in their own ways, obviously. But I have just a sense of respect for him. I don't know why. I just think that since he's been doing it for such a long time, and I think he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, content creator out of these guys. He has 318,000 subs. So yeah, he is very knowledgeable in what he's talking about. And obviously very good at what he does. His breakdown, he pretty much does breakdown videos. He's kind of miscellaneous for sure. But he does breakdowns. He gives you guys predictions. He's very knowledgeable in the game as well. He mostly talks about like the main events and co-main events and stuff. But he also talks about sometimes the main card and things like that. But he's very good at what he does. I think the Grandmaster himself is going to go in the S tier. I think he's an S tier content creator. And yeah, that is my list. Obviously, there's going to be people that are going to disagree with what I think. Some people are going to not find some people that I put in the S tier entertaining compared to others that I put in the lower tiers. It's all fucking opinions at the end of the day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon in another vid. Peace.